And the same thing with the Bills against the Dolphins. Man, that was the mortal lock of the weekend, right? Bills over Dolphins. Key had been asking all year. Keyshawn, JWill and Max, ESPN Radio. We're presented by Progressive Insurance. Key had been asking all year, yeah, it looks good so far. Everyone calm down. Let's see if it's portable. Warm weather team. Let's see what happens in the cold weather when they're on the road. And then it didn't look so good toward the end of the season. But you know what? Tua was concussed. He's going to come back. If he comes back and they're going to be okay, we'll see, right? But he didn't come back. And the Bills, with the whole DeMar Hamlin situation and something bigger than themselves to play for, and the preseason favorites, and now they're on a roll, and Josh Allen. Key, that was close. Why did the Bills struggle like that?
Well, you know, they got off to a fast start early in the game, and Josh Allen was dropping dimes after dimes, and he turned the ball over twice, gave him one where they score on. I just think that, you know, sometimes the emotions are so high, and then when you get up on a team, you feel you get complacent. You start to play a certain way down to the competition, and the Dolphins seized the moment, and they made the game close. It could have been different if Tua was playing, but Skylar Thompson didn't play all that bad. I mean, he played well. Maybe Tua makes a throw or two better. Now, remember, when Tua did play against the Bills in the regular season earlier in the year up there, they certainly fought again and played hard down to the wire and had an opportunity, but it didn't work out. It didn't work out in the playoffs. So, you know, what are you going to say? If?
I think there's no doubt if Tua played, this would have been potentially a different outcome of a game. But I'm also, you know, it's interesting. When you watch these wild card games, playoff games, you think a team has to make some kind of definitive statement. Like they have to blitz a team by 20. Like, playoff games are hard. And a lot of times, whether a team has a third-string quarterback, a second-string quarterback, they throw different things at you. And I'm not sitting up here making excuses for the Bills, but you also understand, like, look, you win a game and you move forward. Like Cincinnati, tough game against Huntley, not Lamar Jackson. Like, because of a fumble, they win that game, you move forward. That's where it is.
Yeah, tough matchups, though. I mean, they're divisional teams. They know each other to a degree. You've played. This is the third time. You know, it's hard to get away from what you've done in those other two games, the principles. You know, you talk about the Ravens. The Ravens have a certain principle. Same thing with the Buffalo Bills. There's certain things that they do, and the Miami Dolphins know that. And so when they get the turnovers and they do certain things to make those adjustments against the Bills have to counter, and they didn't counter in certain situations. Therefore, the Dolphins are able to score, put points up, make it close, make it look like a certain way and a certain thing. The Bills got out of there with a W. That's all that really matters, is they're now moving on to the divisional round to play the Cincinnati Bengals at home before they probably most likely go and play Kansas City in Atlanta, because it's a neutral site in Kansas City. If Kansas City's in the AFC Championship game, Buffalo wins and the AFC Championship game, it'll be at a neutral site. Otherwise, if Kansas City loses, Buffalo gets home field advantage.
Josh Allen, who, by the way, there's no way you can tell me that players are impervious. They completely block out thoughts like, man, they don't even have Tua, right? Maybe you play a little differently when you know the competition's a little better. I don't think that's unreasonable. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.